IPL started with a bang in a stadium, which people are saying biggest stadium in the entire world. You know what is the claimed as the biggest stadium in the entire world? It's in North Korea, and nobody has seen North Korea. It's like a fictional place, like Aditya Chopra. Although recently there were some documentary romantics, and people have seen Aditya Chopra, people still have not seen North Korea. Apparently, whosoever goes in there, it's like a Bermuda Triangle. Nobody comes back. But in the first game in 130,000 capacity, Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, where I was like right next to the stadium, like last month, my friend's house, I could actually see the stadium. Like he said, if we go on the roof, right, the match is happening, we don't have to buy tickets. We can actually just directly see it. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's like right there. I was like, what is that? He's like, that's the Narendra Modi Stadium. Like it's right there. It's like from the top, we can actually see it. He usually just walks in. Like when he went, he's like, I just might wear my chappal and knicker. I just went for the match. That's how you go. You just walk down. That's so amazing, right? So amazing. And I was like, your house is in outskirts. He's like, not that outskirts. Look at the stadium there. I was like, okay, that's fine. So CSK made after all the drama, none of them performed apart from one guy, Gaikwad, who was hitting clean as a whistle. They've made 178 for 7. And then both of us in the pre podcast, we had said that GT's run will end, their luck will run out. But see, if every time if you score and you win, you do the thing, then it's not a miracle, right? It's just a habit. It's just a very good habit, a winning habit. And because one thing I've always said that MSD is like I don't like him at all, but I feel he's the best T20 captain. Even if you don't say white ball completely, he's a great white ball captain. T20 definitely he's a great captain. He's the best captain right now in IPL as well. But I feel, and give me your opinion on that, that I thought he got outwitted by Pandya, who's actually the up and coming next big thing in the white ball cricket, right? Because one decision, Tushar Deshpande, getting him in makes sense, but him becoming the first impact player coming in, I mean, the name needs to be changed, man. It should be just like replacement or something because he's definitely not an impact player, first of all. Tushar Deshpande is somebody both of us have pulled his pants down last season before as well. He's not performed. He was kicked out. Then this guy bought him for like 20, 30, 40 lakhs or something. He's been sitting there now. He becomes an impact player. But I feel getting him in is fine. But making him bowl over Moeen Ali and other people, even if he's getting spanked, I just didn't really get that idea. And then other thing was like Jadeja sending Dubey before, and Dubey wasted so many deliveries. And by the
Right.
time Jadeja came in, he just had to go for it, and he got out right. I feel both the decisions just backfired. I think that way I just felt for once that Dhoni was rusty. Although he was very busty and muscly, but he was rusty in the brain, right? Because that's where I felt the match was won and lost. If it wasn't for this one little guy, whom we have also trolled before, Gaikwad, who did so well, 92 of 50 deliveries. He was fucking absolutely brilliant. And he put such a big total. And eventually, I know heroics were taken here in the later heroics were there towards the very end. Rashid
Rashid
Khan
Khan.
heroics, and eventually took them over. But you want to talk about that and also talk about their bowling woes, but you feel like, when they go back to Chepauk, everything will be like all hunky dory because they have all the spinners and
Right.
everything is in place. And the 3D player, the original 3D player, and Raidu, did they see eye to eye each other? Because Raidu was replaced, right? They didn't want him
He
to
was
come face to
replaced. So
face.
yeah.
He was replaced, so you didn't want to come face to face with him. But Raidu was sitting in the dugout and actually, like trolling him from there, completely trying to bicker him from the boundary line. So yeah, this was a good opening, and I feel like both of us had not picked GT to qualify for the final, and we had picked CSK. How much has changed? I mean, like, there's three questions I've already asked you. Like one is like, has Dhoni's captaincy, at least in the first game, he was outwitted by Pandya. Maybe he just outwitted himself because Pandya had no role to play in those decisions, right? But he did not captain very well. And Rashid obviously got the man of the match. But what do you think? And also Mukesh Chaudhary being out of the IPL, which we just got to know, and Stokes still not fit to bowl. Bowling is a massive, massive concern outside of Chepauk. Yep.
Right. So I think if I did pick GT to qualify. I didn't pick DC to qualify. So I think my pick was GT and not DC. It differed
Oh,
from
your
you.
pick is GT. Okay, but
Yeah.
CSK is still your pick, right?
CSK was still my pick, and I said that they are the one of the contenders, and I still believe that even after this match, whatever decisions Dhoni took did backfire, and they were really weird decisions of sending Dubey. But I think he was just trying to give confidence. I think you also said that he was just trying to give
No,
confidence to his
understandable.
fringe players. That's why he sent Dubey early. That's why he got Deshpande. That's why he gave Hangarikar the penultimate over, and sorry, not penultimate. I think the 17th over, and
Yes.
he did respond well. So I just feel that because it's a long tournament, right? It's and they know that they have to play in Chepauk, so there is a confidence that okay, at least those games we can control. So he just, I think he just, and that's my understanding, in my like a gut feeling that he just took those decisions to give some confidence to his French players. Now, but coming to the match, I think, yeah, I
You mean
think
the
both the
18th
team,
over he bowled, right? Yeah, sorry. You mean
yeah,
18th over he
18th,
bowled, yeah.
18th over,
Because I
yeah,
think 19th was Deepak Chahar, and then
correct.
final was the Tushar Deshpande, the greatest bowler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I said first I said penultimate, then I said no, no, before that over.
Okay, yeah, okay, making
So,
sure, yeah.
so yeah, he bowled it, and he did bowl really well, Hangarekar. So I think coming back to the match, and back to, I think GT did screw up at the end, and then Rashid Khan actually had to come in and hit those couple of boundaries to settle everything. Otherwise,
Hmm.
it could have been closer. But yeah, I think bowling has been a problem. But I just feel that bowling is a problem in most of the teams. Not most of the teams, but some of these teams where they have spent a lot of money on single players.
GT has a very good bowling, right? Because they have a
No, no,
bunch
I'm
of players who
saying
not even bowl. Yeah.
no, I'm saying in those teams where they have spent a fortune on getting specific players. So,
Hmm.
for example, Deepak Chahar, they spent so much time, so much money that
Oh,
Ben Stokes and Deepak Chahar, and Ben Stokes is not even bowling, right? So, I don't actually see for,
and his
I don't,
batting has never fired, right, in IPL.
his batting has
His
never
record is
fired,
miserable.
and
It's
you have to
horrible.
see that he will be playing mostly. I mean, the home matches will be at Chepauk, which is not, which will be slow, and he'll not like it, that pitch. So I just feel that they spent a lot of money on some specific players, and they left some gaps in the bowling department. But let's see. I mean, yeah, Mukesh is also out now, so I don't want to change my prediction right now just after the first match. But let's see what happens. But I think, yeah, there were some weird decisions which I think led to CSK losing the match. The Jadeja, the sending Dubey ahead of Jadeja was obviously everyone was talking about. But I just feel that it was just done to give some confidence to Dubey because
Yeah, well, at the end, it's not about confidence, right? But we'll talk about in the next podcast when and before the next match coming about Kane Williamson, how is that he's been ruled out of IPL positively because there were a lot of rumors going around, but now he's been officially been ruled out. And I think GT deserved to win this game, and I still agree with you that I had not picked GT because I was just saying like I just ended up picking DC because of instead of GT, and I already had picked five teams, and I again it can back as I said it can backfire. It was like a very big deal to not pick a team which has just won the IPL, right? So, but that's the way it is. But CSK, we're still sticking to CSK because I feel still they have a team, and Chepauk is Chepauk. That's is their ground where they win most of the matches, right? They make five or
and
six matches out of those eight. I think they're still in with a big chance.
And we have seen time and again that people think that Chennai will not do well. They don't have the players, and suddenly it's like the GT situation that some of the other people start. I mean, people who have not performed in other franchises, they come to Chennai and they start performing. Shane Watson is a good prime example. He was there in RCB, and then when he went to Chennai, won twice there. So yeah, it just feels that if they start rolling on, they will start winning again. But yeah, this certainly was the bowling will certainly be a concern for them, and it will be interesting to see how they tackle it.
No, no, wonderful. I'm just looking forward to all this thing. But GT is playing. I think Chennai is already playing next game tomorrow.
Yeah, they
they're
are.
playing LSG,
Yeah,
LSG,
yeah.
and DC is playing Delhi Capitals after they got burnt. They're playing Gujarat Titans, and this is in Delhi, so at Kotla. So that's going to be interesting. And Chennai is back at Chepauk, so let's see what happens. It's going to be pretty interesting after LSG had a massive, massive opening and very good for KL, although he himself did not perform at all. We'll talk about in the other podcast. So this is me, Ian. This is Sam. We are Desi, Ian, and Sam. Like and subscribe, and we will see you next time in the next pod. Jai
All right.
Hind. We are not Deshtroyis. Don't call us Deshtroyis. Okay.